I am here with Bet365 speaking to Claude Makelele. Lovely to speak to you. How are you?
Very good.
Good. Now, obviously, we have a Champions League final coming up. Your old club PSG are in it. Have you enjoyed the Champions League this season? It's been a bit of a wild ride, hasn't it?
Yes, I started enjoying from the quarter to the final.
From the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think the quarter final we starting to see the proper Champions League game and opening with a good team. Surprised, Paris Saint-Germain surprised me a lot. Arsenal. Inter, I'm not surprised because I knew the strong team. And I like the boy Thuram, Marcus, because I know the father, I know the boy when I started to be younger, and I think he makes a difference for put Inter de Milan in the final.
For PSG, the fans have been waiting for this Champions League trophy for so long. They have been the butt of the joke for so many years that they don't win it. You talk about Inter Milan and how strong they are. Could this be PSG's year?
You know, from my experience, I know this kind of game, the final is not about playing, it's about winning. I think PSG have the same situation Chelsea we have before. They were winning for this Champions League for long time. And the handlers, they take it, when they take it, they starting understanding how to winning Champions League. I think PSG they have this situation, they need understanding. They need to be careful because Inter, they lose two final. And as they don't want to lose this final, I think it will be a good game, strong game, both teams, different system. And Paris Saint-Germain, they need understanding. L'Inter de Milan, they win against Barcelona. Barcelona, they have the same way when Paris Saint-Germain play. It's like with the ball, technically, tactically. But the manager, Enrique, is a great job. For 2 years, he makes his team understanding how to play like team. And this is very important for this kind of the game.
And you talk about the manager and how good he's been, and it's a young team, this PSG team, and they're very impressive. Is there anybody in particular who has stood out for you in that team?
For me, I have 4 players like with good experience: a goalkeeper, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Dembele. Dembele, I think he makes the difference. The way Paris Saint-Germain work in a good way is like he's not be injured so long time, because in Barcelona they have always this habit be injured and play game, come back on the bench. Now it's like all this season he play regularly, and he understanding, he deal with physically, technically, and yeah, manage the game. He's like one of the leader from this team. But I think it's not just Dembele. Dembele is a plus. I think they play like team. And Dembele, when all the teammates play like team, he puts this level, high level, for be example. And yes, he will be one of the player who can make the difference in this game.
You've played in Spain, you've played in France, when you've played in other places as well. But when Dembele was in Spain, you know, he did get a lot of criticism. Do you think that it could be something just as small as being in France, maybe being more comfortable, it being a better environment for him? I know there's a lot of talk of him, you know, maybe growing up a little bit as well. That he's had such a change when you compare it from Barcelona to PSG.
I think for him, he be young. Playing Barcelona is always difficult. Adaptation, pressure, and a lot of fans there expect a lot of things from him, you know, and it be a lot of time repression. The way I think he have a lot of injury, and also I think he not put himself understanding the situation, and he never give up. You know, he learn. I think this is the more important of football. You need to learn for the mistakes. You need to learn for many situations, negative or positive, and he built himself. Paris Saint-Germain takes the opportunity for take him in France, and he gives them the key, not the key, probably the key, because Paris Saint-Germain, they don't do the same mistakes they do before. They give them the key for be leader, not leader from the club, leader for all the teammates, leader for the quality he have. And as a manager, you make him understanding he can do it with help him also. And yeah, I'm happy for him because he's a good boy and he deserves, good player deserve enjoy himself. I hope so they will win this trophy.
Now, one player who's not at PSG and is at Real Madrid is Kylian Mbappe. I mean, you couldn't write it. He moves to Real Madrid and then is not in the final. What are your thoughts on PSG being in this final without him? There was a lot of pressure with Kylian Mbappe in the side.
Yes, because Mbappe be the beginning from this project. The way you said before, they're winning from this final a long time. They've been a final, they're losing, and Mbappe move on Real Madrid. But I think Madrid will come back in the final anyway. Paris Saint-Germain, it will be different. You understand? Madrid will always be there. Mbappe will have his time, I think. But the opportunity for Paris Saint-Germain is you need to be build team, no running for all the time the project they have mix a lot of big player and no have successful, no? And now the situation is happiness for the fan, for the club, manager, and the city, because the city is like the capital from France, They need have a strong team. We see in London, we have a 6-9 team playing Premier League, and the Paris Saint-Germain is only one. And I think if they win this trophy, it will make them understanding they can't have possibility for comeback always in the final because it's not easy to play Champions League final.
And with Real Madrid, obviously, like we say, they're not in the final. Carlo Ancelotti, has departed. You've worked with him. You were an assistant manager with him, is that correct? Are you sad to see him leave Real Madrid? What kind of person is he? Because he seems like a really interesting character.
For me, it's like one of the best managers in the world. Sometimes I'm talking in the football, we forget the human being. He's a perfect guy between human being, starting understanding player, talking, explain them, and also he's good manager. Every team he go manage, is always make success. Like he's very clever, and I think this time I think he do everything in Real Madrid, and he deserves the opportunity he have with Brazilian team. I think he will also make success because people waiting for him there.
Yeah.
And yeah, the football is circle. I think he sees the circle is finished with Madrid, is the way he move on, no? And but Madrid is still Madrid. Anyway.
Do you think that Xabi Alonso is a good appointment? Do you think he will do a good job?
I don't know, but yes, he been Real Madrid, is Spanish.
He understands Real Madrid.
Yeah, he understanding, but he need to adapt himself because the Bundesliga is not a Spanish competition. It's so different, But I think he's a clever manager, no? He learns his job and he can make success. Why not?
Going over to Chelsea now, at the time of us filming, they haven't played in the Conference League final, so we won't talk about that just in case. But I wanted to ask you about Moises Caicedo. So he was named as Chelsea's Player of the Season recently. Does he remind you of yourself, maybe? What does he have to do to be as good as you were?
I'm not surprised. At the beginning, he come and be injured. A lot of players missing this team. Now he come back. And I meet him when I'm there, before I move on. And lovely person, lovely boy. I meet his family, father, humble. I'm not surprised, in the football, sometimes you have patience. The way I see him, his player is always never give up, patience, waiting is the right moment. And this right moment is coming for him, and I'm happy, enjoying. He will play final. They qualified for Champions League. I'm happy for Chelsea. The beginning, I say, they will need time. They will need complicity, build something together. And I think in the end of the season, they starting understanding and build this atmosphere between them, and I'm not surprised they're on the final and they qualified for the Champions League.
Do he remind you of you a little bit, maybe?
I hope so. He will make success. I hope so. He will understanding is the leadership of this team. He take his position not in arrogant way, but simple way, the way he plays, the way he builds himself in Brighton. He can bring this in with the Chelsea, but he need be stronger. He takes this possibility. As a manager, he need help him also to take this position because they will need him in the future. And I'm happy because he deserves.
Last word on Chelsea. Enzo Maresca's style is constantly discussed. Some fans really like it, some fans maybe not. Where do you sit? Do you enjoy watching Chelsea? Do you like Maresca's style? Do you understand why people get frustrated?
Yeah, but the people at the beginning say, "Oh, why are you thinking this? Why?" Some managers, have time. The short time, the thing he do is great. It's great because nobody's thinking Chelsea will be qualified for the Champions League. Nobody's thinking the beginning Chelsea will be in the final. He did it. Until he have credit for say thank you, because it's hard because always we're running for the history we did. Because I hope they will do their own story, no copy our story because it's impossible. It's impossible. And yeah, he do a great job. And I'm happy also for him because he be criticized all the time. And I hope so he will win this trophy.